Right, hello everyone. If you, I'm doing this a little, actually, like I said, if you, I'm doing this a bit late. I totally forgot the Matchday Experience Deep Dive I have also released. I'm gonna be going through it pretty soon. I'm not much of a pro clubs guy, so I'm not gonna be doing any pro clubs deep dive reactions. With that being said, I do have the Matchday Experience Deep Dive ready to go here. I do have the FIFA 22 logo still there. I know. I'll probably, can just leave it there for now, considering I'm still playing FIFA 22. Some people think FIFA 23 will be exactly FIFA 22, and to a certain extent, I can feel, that opinion being ringing true. But other than that, we're not gonna wait too much longer. We're just gonna quickly do a 15-minute kind of little reaction here. So we're gonna do 7 minutes here for the trailer itself, and then another 7 minutes to just kind of give our thoughts. So other than that, with further ado, let's take a look at the Matchday Experience Deep Dive.
Well, a commentator always benefits from incredible production values, and today we're going into what makes FIFA 23 look and feel better than ever. Over to Shauna and the FIFA 23 producers to tell us more.
Thanks, Derek. I'm here with the development team, Fab and Adriana, and we're talking all things FIFA.
I love that.
We're going to tackle
Shot speed, all that.
Around the stadium, and my favorite, scoring goals. Fab, what are you most excited about?
Oh, by far, the pitch is our biggest improvement visually in the game. We really looked at leveraging the power of the new hardware to make it look as realistic as possible, where we went in and we tuned the length of the grass, the color of the grass. We even show some of the dirt on the grass when it gets torn up through either a slide tackle or a knee slide. So we really kind of bring that pitch to life.
So will I be able to see Mbappe's knees in the pitch?
Absolutely. You can see him slide and leave a trail. And what's really cool is, say you do that in the first half, you'll see that trail in the second half as the degradation will stay on the pitch throughout the course of the match, and you can kind of beat it up from kickoff to full time. And it
like that.
Really makes the pitch feel like a living, breathing piece of the environment. So it's super cool.
Nice.
I'm gobsmacked with the shadows and how real it looks.
Yeah, so what we've done is also look at exaggerating the shadow on the ball, so you'll see more shape on the ball itself, exaggerating some of the shadow on the players themselves, so they feel a little bit more connected with the playing surface. It just makes everything just feel more in tune.
Thanks, guys. The pitch looks absolutely amazing. So that was on the pitch. Now let's talk about everything.
Here's like standing up.
So can you guys tell me what's new in pre-match?
One thing I'm really excited for are our pre-match build-ups. So what we're doing is using quick-cutting, fast-paced cinematic language and elements to create really cool hype videos that you'd see by any kind of high-end sports broadcaster.
I love that.
What that means is cinematic scenes of fans
Makes it
up the stadium, drone shots of that stadium, really good flashback moments on the pitch, as well as manager interactions. And on top of that, we're using brand new commentary takes as well as really cool music to kind of tie that all together into a really emotional pre-match build-up.
It always has the feeling of Judgment Day when these two massive London clubs collide. It is Chelsea and Tottenham.
Wonderful. I love these small touches.
Oh wow, that sounds amazing.
Especially because I stream and I let the entire introduction go. I never skip any of it.
Not only are we improving
pretty
the
good.
quality of our female
Unless I'm playing
officers,
off
also adding the ability
off
to
the
assign these for the first time ever to some of our men's competitions.
off stream.
So this means that some of our competitions that use both male and female referee crews in real life, we can actually replicate that now properly in the game. On top of that, we're also able to assign
a mix of female and male
referees in some of our most popular game modes such as FUT and Pro Clubs.
It's happening in real life and it's happening in the game. I love to see it.
FUT and Pro Clubs.
Yeah.
Talk about manager mode.
This is a way that we can remove barriers for new players coming to FIFA.
I know you guys did a deep dive
as well as
on it,
revamp
still.
visuals to our trainer to make the trainer more intuitive, sleek, and modern.
Good technique displayed. The net is staring him in the face.
There we go. Wonderful goal. Pulisic.
Well, what I can see is
Someone who I've actually wanted.
absolutely amazing.
Yeah, we've taken some really meaningful steps to improving how the crowd looks. So what this means is kind of, more crowd heads, more crowd body types, more crowd clothing items to really make that
Some of the
crowd
I've seen the same exact people.
Yeah, so the next piece I want
Like one bald guy is always in every single
one of the key
entrance and everything.
innovations we've seen in the sports broadcasting field over the last couple of years is the use of shallow depth of field cameras. So what we've done, and we look at our camera set, and we've kind of upgraded and refreshed our cameras using these new cinematic lenses. On top of that, you know, we've tried to make moments feel special, such as goal kicks and corners. So when you do get those, we have some really cool new cameras right on the pitch where we can show off your player, as well as the atmosphere behind it and the crowd, to really put that together and you know, make it a really unique moment in the game.
Okay, we're on to my favorite part, the goals. What do you have for me, boys?
Scoring a goal
There we
is
go.
something that we always want to feel special for the user. And I know the gameplay crew
What? That's Dusan Vlahovic?
with their
Vlahovic.
or in some of the replays
Speed of it.
shot now, you'll notice that we use new cameras
132.8 kilometers per hour. Ooh. I think Zlatan got up to 150. I think Dusan is the next Zlatan. I know that's a separate note, but still, I truly think he could be the next Zlatan.
The speed of the shot, and even the stats when scoring the goal.
I think
So
he
it's-
has
it's
still a lot
really
to
just a
learn,
way
but
of making it look like a
Yeah.
more dynamic, compelling moment
Cruz.
of scoring.
Can't go wrong with a Cruz free kick. Boom, in the
I'm
net.
proud and I'm proud when I'm winning my FIFA games.
Everyone remembers the World Cup goal. Everyone, who can forget?
Replay content. We also wanted to look at what we can do to enhance the actual nets in FIFA. And what we wanted to do was actually convert that to real 3D geometry. So the netting is actually now a real net, and you'll notice that it reacts to light, and more importantly, it animates more realistically. So when you do have a goal that
I like that as well.
ripples the net, it just enhances that satisfaction of scoring.
Nice.
We also looked at what we can do with adding, additional
Sound effects,
audio
that's
effects
important.
and treatments to scoring a goal. So we wanted to add another layer of customization. So in modes like Foot or Pro Clubs, or even the Career Mode Create Team, you'll have the ability to insert special sound effects.
Oh, are you
to
serious?
score a goal.
An early goal.
But it says create. Can we change the manager?
I think that you're gonna
Like if
really
we choose
appreciate
Man
that
U or we
level of
choose Liverpool or
customization and
we choose?
bringing their personality to the game.
Oh, a goal! It's got in.
Wait a minute, is that a horse?
The horse is the favorite, I think, right now.
That's insane.
And of course, every year we add a number of new celebrations to the game, and this year is no different. So you'll notice that we added a number of new celebrations for many of your favorite star players in FIFA 23.
Okay.
I'm definitely going to be using these after scoring a few bangers.
All right, we're good. Jota.
This has been incredible. I can't wait to play FIFA 23.
Not bad.
It's been a pleasure, guys.
Absolutely, Sean.
Not
Thank
bad
you
at
so
all.
much.
Yeah, thanks so much. Can't wait for you to play the game.
Cheers. Back to you, Derek.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive. The world's game never looked so good.
All right, so that is the deep dive for it. I think there's a lot of these things I think should already be in the game, but again, that they're coming. Okay, great. I think this coming year for FIFA 23 should be the last year for the previous gen. I think as soon as EA Sports FC comes out for the 2024. I don't know what they're gonna name it. They're gonna name EA Sports FC 24. I don't know like how they're gonna do that, right? I think they might just do it EA Sports FC and then go up like that way again, since it's a new era. But if we go back here, obviously there is on the pitch differences. Like it's not a huge thing. Like, but then again, like the dragging, leaving the pitch look as natural as possible to like a real game would. It's pretty decent. We have obviously our celebrations. Our celebrations will remain on the pitch itself. For example, you see in the orange box here that's from a celebration from Mbappe previously, and then you can see all the cuts in the grass. That's what you want when you're playing a FIFA game, and I'm really hoping there's a lot more to that, because the pitch having a goal scorer on the pitch, you can see the trail lead. That be left on the pitch. It's pretty cool. Shadows are another big one. Looks like, as you can see, there's a little bit more of a darker side of the ball and the lighter. Usually there's not. You can't really tell. Obviously, you barely will be able to tell this unless you're watching a replay of the ball, either at a a short distance, because if it's far away from you, like if you're playing and it's on the pitch, you're not gonna really notice much. With that being said, obviously, shadows on the netting, for example, pre-match buildup. Now this is kind of pretty cool. I like this because, like I mentioned, I stream a lot. So when I stream, I leave all the pre-match stuff to play. So every single time I play a matchup on stream, it's gonna have all these pre-match buildups. Now, I don't know how many teams are gonna have the match day experience kind of like footage of their own arenas and everything. I think a lot of the bigger teams will. But for example, I used Montpellier this year, not because I wanted to, because I put it into a wheel and I chose them. That's the team that was last standing. Obviously, interactions with managers is something else that is pretty cool. Female officials, that's a big one there. Brings some more authenticity to the pitch, having a mix of male and female. I'm sure there will be a slider or two if you wanted all female, all male, or a mix of both. I believe you'll be able to change that. I would assume so. But I would just leave it as default being mixed, if that is the default option. So that's going to be pretty cool. The new trainer is pretty decent. And like it tells you where to sprint, where to shoot, which is pretty nice. I'll probably try the trainer out because I'm not much of a skill move guy, but every now and then I will do like a quick spin to get around a player, or attempt to at least update the crowd. If we go back here, this guy right here is in every single game. He's the exact same guy. Same with this lady, I think. I've seen her before. There's no emotion on a lot of the players. Sometimes eyes don't move and stuff like that, so that's another thing. Camera refresh, now that's pretty decent. Again, it makes it more fluid in terms of the motions of the players. If it's all in one shot, even better. I don't think it's in one shot. I think these are separate shots from when you get into the gameplay. But hey, it is what it is. When you score a goal, obviously you want to be able to, I've always wanted to know how fast my shots have been, and player speed. So I wonder if there would be records similar to like NHL 2022 has, where you have records for each club, records, all-time records for football games. Yes, football is a sport that actually uses it for 99% of the time. And yeah, like it really, really depends what's gonna happen over the course of the next little bit here. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. We'll have to wait and see. There we go. The netting. I like the natural fold of the netting. Nettings always feel a bit stiff, so when you score a goal, it doesn't feel as authentic. When you score a goal. Post goal sound effects. Now they talked about like career mode, pro clubs, and FUT. Now I'm thinking, like they said for create a club you can change like the sounds and stuff. Will we be able to change the the sounds post goal, or can we put a song to represent the club, for example? Like a lot of teams use goal songs. I'm hoping we can do that with any club that we choose, and it's not just restricted to create a club. So yeah, like I think at this point this is coming to the sound effects. Yeah, we could turn on the audio, but at this point I'm just kind of like slowly going. The horse one is kind of weird. Celebrations are your typical. The Holland one is pretty cool. Obviously the Firmino one is pretty nice. The Pulisic one is pretty good. Love the Pulisic one. The Jota one is pretty good. And then I think it's the Harry Kane one that's gonna come up right now. Where's the Harry Kane? Oh, it's the Mbappe. Obviously everyone knows the Mbappe. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I just want to do a quick reaction to the official matchday experience deep dive. I will be doing more deep dives for NHL when eventually they do deep dives for those. I'm hoping there'll be deep dives for franchise. I know the menu. I like the previous menu. I don't know why they really changed the menu. There was no reason to change the menu, but they changed it. Oh well, it is what it is. Maybe they're going in that, getting prepared for next year when they're not going to be involved with FIFA anymore. But with that being said, thank you very much for watching. If you did like the reaction video here, please subscribe, like the stream/video, hit the bell for the latest notifications, like and follow me on my Facebook page. That's really important. If you can't find the link in the description of this video, go to the About section on my channel, and you should be able to find a link directly to my Facebook page. Details for future streams and everything are going to be in our pin page mostly, but if you don't see it in the pin page, it will be on a separate post in a recent post. So keep that in mind, and thank you very much, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.